Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to Big Ideas Math, Contract Math, Section 6.1, 2014 edition, Percents and Decimals lesson. Pause while you write Section 6.1, 2014 lesson in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is convert between percents and decimals. Today we'll be starting on page 216 in your 2014 textbook. Be sure to copy the key idea at the top of the page into your math notebook. Writing percents as decimals. In words, we say remove the percent symbol, then divide by 100, or just move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So in numbers, the example is 23% equals 23 with the decimal point to the left of the 2. So that's 23 hundredths. In our first example, we're writing 52% as a decimal. So you can see the model where we're doing our check actually, but it has 5 complete columns shaded and then 2 small squares. So that's what it would look like. And so we have taken our decimal point and we have moved it 2 spaces to the left because that's what happens when we divide by 100. So that looks like 0.52. In letter B, we're writing 7% as a decimal. So when we have that, we have to add on a 0 because there aren't enough spaces in just a single 7. So it comes out 0.07. So when we check that, it's 7 spaces colored in on our model. On the bottom part of the page, you also need to copy this key idea into your notebook. It says that when we're writing decimals as percents, we multiply by 100, or we just move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Then we add a percent symbol. So if you have 36 hundredths, then you move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and it comes out to be 36%. So example 2, we write 47 hundredths as a percent. So we move that decimal point to the right 2 spaces, and it's 47%. Letter B, 663 thousandths as a percent. We move the decimal point 2 places to the right. It's 66.3%. And then 1.8 equals 180%. And finally, letter D, 9 one-thousandths as a percent. You move the decimal point 2 places, so that's 0.9%. On page 217, we're writing a fraction as a percent and a decimal. So our example is, on a math test, we get 92 out of a possible 100 points. Which of the following is not another way of expressing 92 out of 100? So ignore the choices for a moment, and it says 92 out of 100 equals 92%, so 92 over 100 equals 92% at the top. 23 out of 25, so here they divided by 4. So that's a good answer. And 92 one-hundredths, that's expressed as a decimal. So these are all acceptable answers. But if you look at choice C, that one does not work because 17/20ths is not equivalent two 92 100ths. So not only have you eliminated all of the choices that actually do work, if you looked at it 17 20ths equals 20 times 5 equals 100, and 17 times 5 equals 85, not 92. So choice C is the correct choice for two reasons. Example 4, your real-life application. The figure shows the portions of ultraviolet rays reflected by 4 different surfaces. How many times more UV rays are reflected by water than by seafoam? So it says write 25% and 21/25 as decimals, and that way we can compare them easier. So seafoam equals 25%, and if we write that as a decimal, it's 0.25 or 25 hundredths, and water equals 21/25, which equals 84 hundredths, or 84 hundredths as a decimal. And when we divide 84 hundredths by 25 hundredths, we get 3 and 36 hundredths. So water reflects about 3.4 times more UV rays than seafoam. Your assignment for this lesson is to complete the following on your own problems. They're also found on pages 216 and 217 of your 2014 textbook. Show your work and be prepared to share during our next class. Remember, to earn credit for viewing this flipped lesson, you need to complete your exit slip, come to our next class prepared with the journal pages or other work from the flipped lesson completed, be prepared with any work that was assigned in the flipped lesson completed, and be prepared with any questions you have for your teacher, and of course have a good attitude.